Hi guys, I'm here with Alfred and we're going to be getting to know him over the next 5 minutes, so let's quickly get that timer going. Just to briefly introduce him, Alfred is one of your academic advisors for the year possibly, and he teaches one of the financial economics modules in third year and also some of the modules going into a PhD if you choose to study that. So let's quickly jump right in. Alfred, what's one thing that we might not know about you?
When I was an undergrad, I played a lot of American pool, so 9-ball pool, and actually won an age grade national championship in New Zealand for a 9-ball pool.
No way, that's mad, that's mad. Okay, and how did you spend lockdown?
Lots of cooking, lots of time at home, looking forward to the end. At the start of lockdown, I was actually in New Zealand, and traveling back to the UK was interesting, but for most of lockdown, just cooking.
Wow, a common theme with some of the other lecturers. Okay, and what's your favourite type of music?
It really depends on my mood. If I'm stuck on a math problem, then it'll be more bluesy, but if things are going well, more tay-tay.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, yeah, that's a common theme as well. And what's the best country you visited outside of New Zealand and UK?
I've really enjoyed some recent holidays in Italy, in all parts of the country.
Brilliant, very nice. Okay, let's go on to some quickfire questions. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay, cat or dog?
Dog.
Okay, the really important ones here, jam and cream or cream and jam?
Jam and cream.
Okay, and the really big ones, scone or scone?
Scone.
Okay, you passed the test. And finally, let's just go for micro or macro.
I don't see the difference. I think we need both.
Okay, interesting. Hopefully you're going to explain that in the next question, which is how would you summarize your research in maybe just a couple of lines?
So I work on how risks, and in particular business cycle risks, are shared between different groups in society. So how markets allocate those risks and how that allocation can go wrong.
Brilliant, brilliant, very interesting, especially for the freshers who might be stuck in that micro macro mindset. So hopefully they can chat to you about your research at some point. So what are you currently working on?
I'm working on a project that looks at the microeconomic underpinnings of what's called macroprudential policy. So macroprudential policy is a set of regulations that restrict how much risk or how much leverage an individual household or a bank can expose themselves to, how much risk they can take on. And macroprudential regulations have been introduced in a lot of countries, but we still don't really understand why this is a desirable thing to do. So a lot of my work looks at how there are externalities associated with buildups of leverage in some sectors, and we might want to target those externalities and dampen them out.
Brilliant, brilliant, and very interlinked with your financial economics module in a sense as well. So very interesting for students taking that. Okay, more broadly, very quickly, why did you choose economics?
When I was an undergrad, I was first studying mathematics and I got a job in finance, and that was at the start of the global financial crisis. And it was so interesting that I just wanted to know more about what was going on.
Yeah, of course. Like a lot of people, I think it's a very interesting time. And also now for freshers now, this is the time to be studying economics. Anyway, let's move on. Financial economics module in third year that you teach, why should students study that in just a line or two?
So there's a common misconception that risk always equals reward. And what we study in this asset pricing financial economics class is what types of risks in particular will give you a reward on average and what type of risks will not, what types of risks you might have to pay for in the long run.
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, we've got the last 30-40 seconds left. So what piece of advice would you give to freshers joining us?
I would advise freshers to think about how the principles of economics can be translated into their everyday life and what they see around them. And sometimes this isn't going to be easy, and sometimes the lessons from your economics class are not going to be the best thing for society or the best thing for how to live your everyday life. But it's important to think about where the conflicts are and how they can be resolved.
Brilliant, brilliant. And look at that, we're within the time. We've got like 5 seconds left. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us, Alfred. It's been great to, I guess, just chat to you, get to know you, find out about what your research is like. But that's everything from us. So thanks, Alfred.
Thanks, George.